Okay, it says in the question that this is a circle and the center is at O. Q and P are 2 points here and here on the circle, and the point Q is -1, 0, point R is 1, 0, and this angle PQO is beta and POR is alpha. This can be seen in the diagram anyway. So first we have to say why the triangle POQ is isosceles. So of course arm OP and OQ are radius, so they should be equal. So that brings the angle OQP should be equal to angle OPQ because these arms are equal, so that means they are isosceles triangle. We have to deduce that alpha is equal to 2 beta. So we know that this angle POR is the external angle of triangle POQ. So POR should be equal to OQP plus OPQ. So POR is alpha and this one should be beta plus beta, so it's 2 beta. So that's done. Now we have to find the equation of the straight line PQ. So I will just do that here. Equation of the point Q is -1, 0, we know that, and the gradient is given as m. So y minus 0 is m, x minus -1. So equation is becoming y is equal to mx plus m. This is the equation of the straight line. Now we have to show that the x coordinates of P and Q are the solution of that equation. So basically the P and Q both are on the both points are on the straight line as well as on the circle, because that's the point, those are the 2 points where the straight line intersects the circle, so they should satisfy both the equations. Now equation of the circle will be x square plus y square is equal to 1, since the radius is 1 and the center is at 0, 0, so that will be the equation. So I will just substitute y here, mx plus m whole square equals to 1. So it's becoming x square plus m square x square plus 2m square x plus m square is equal to 1. It's becoming m square plus 1 x square plus 2m square x plus m square minus 1. So this is the equation, and of course the solution of this quadratic equation will be the x coordinate of P and Q, because they both of the x value will satisfy this equation. Now we have to find the coordinate of P in terms of m. So we know the coordinate of, I will erase this part, we know the coordinate of Q, that's -1, and this is a quadratic equation. I have just erased it, but please go back to find the equation. So we know that for a quadratic equation the sum of the roots are -b by a and product of the roots are c by a. That's how, because if the quadratic equation like ax square plus bx plus c, if it is of that form, then the sum of the roots will be -b over a, this is the sum of the roots, and this will be the product of the roots. Now we know one of the root is -1, other root, let's call it gamma. We won't use alpha because alpha and beta are used for the angles here. So that's gamma. So product of the root, so c is m square minus 1 and a is 1 plus m square. So that should be the coordinate of P, which is the other root, m square minus 1 plus m square. That should be the coordinate of P, so x value of P. Okay, deduce the last one. So we can see here, if we go back to this equation again, So this is the coordinate of P. So of course this one will be m square minus 1 over 1 plus m square, and that will be the x value. And for the O, actually it's better if I find the y value first. So y value of P will be, of course, since it will satisfy this equation, mx plus m. So y will be m square minus 1 plus m square plus m. Actually there was a negative sign, so the coordinate will be -1, so it will become actually 1 plus m square, 1 minus m square, and then 1 plus m square because of that -1. So that needs to be corrected here. So that's the, so this will become 1 minus m square, and this is 1 plus m square, of course. And if I do it, it will become 1 plus m square here, m minus m cube plus m cube. So it's becoming 2m 1 plus m square. This is the y value. So if I go back to this one, the y value, tan alpha will be, if I call this point t or something, will be pt over ot. Now ot will be actually x value and pt will be y value. So this will be 2m over 1 plus m square, and this one will be 1 minus m square over 1 plus m square. So basically we get something like, after that we will get, this will get cancelled, so tan alpha will become 2m 1 plus m square, sorry 1 minus m square, because 1 plus m square is getting cancelled. So that's tan alpha. But we also know that m is tan beta, so we can write tan alpha equals to 2 tan beta 1 minus tan square beta. And then finally we know that also alpha is 2 beta, so we can say, from there we can say, it's becoming clumsy, I will just, from there I will go here, it will become tan 2 beta is equal to 2 tan beta 1 minus tan square beta, just because instead of alpha is equal to 2 beta I've written that, and this one has come from just this triangle. So this right angle triangle PT over OT is tan alpha. Okay, so I will I don't think I have made any video on coordinate geometry, so I will make a playlist on that and I will add this video on that hopefully.